Hey there, and welcome to our special International Women's Day podcast. Today, we are diving into the stories and insights of two incredible women who are not only shaping the digital landscape, but also redefining work life balance through virtual solutions. What's going to be today's the topic of today's podcast? My name is Katarzyna Matuszczak, and I'm your host today. And together with me, Larissa Steinbecker, co-CEO of Broski, event management company, and also Magnet, platform for diverse virtual solutions. Hi, Larissa. Happy to have you here today with us.
Hi, Katarzyna. Hi, Lisbeth. Happy to be here.
And along with Lisbeth Hansens, Director of the Digital Solutions at Broski and Magnet. Also happy to have you here today with us, Lisbeth.
Thank you. Looking forward to our conversation.
So let's start with the first question. Larissa, question to you. What do you think? How has the working environment changed over the recent years?
Well, it changed significantly, really from pure office work when I started working at Proska to a very flexible model that we started implementing even before COVID. Really, as we saw the benefits in remote work, to be able to balance professional and personal life much better, either because of the personal setup with one's own family. I personally have a little daughter at home, which makes it much easier now for me to really balance work life, my work life. Or also the preference to just live somewhere else. So we have a lot of colleagues at Poske which live all around the world or also do workations once in a while to be able to experience other countries and cultures while still working. And obviously the advancements in technology, especially agile ways of working at this time, really made it possible to take this step, which otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do. And in the end, it really also allowed us to make use of a much larger pool of resources. So before it was really limited to Munich and Rosenheim, whereas now we look at all of Germany and even worldwide to benefit from great talent all around the world.
I love it. I just love it, as you just mentioned, just the fact that we can record this episode while like being in different places around the world right now. So like the introduction of technology into everyday life really simplifies a lot of things. So Lisbeth, considering your extensive experience in the event industry, especially in the digital sphere, what kind of technological evolution has played a crucial role in your company, in your opinion?
Well, yes, as Larissa mentioned, everything shifted to more remote work, and obviously the evolution of virtual platforms has played a vital role in how we have advanced our work life. So we've come from, the pretty basic video calls that you could do through Teams or Zoom, and now going into more fully branded immersive experience like we're doing with Magnet. It gives us a much wider variety of opportunities to collaborate online and connect globally. And it's great to see this evolution in technology with all the different tools, different whiteboard tools or different share filing options. And the great thing is that with Magnet, we can combine it all. So integrate with different technology. And I think that is very important when I look at remote work and also leading a remote team, the opportunity to interact with your teammates, also with clients, and having a great set of tool at hand to increase engagement, to make this a really engaging experience, because the more engagement, obviously, the more opportunities come out of those virtual meetings. So I think we as a society have learned a lot as well when it comes to that aspect. And yes, as Larissa also mentioned, one of the greatest experience I've made in this context is actually setting up a completely remote team, which I think would not have possible if the technical evolution hadn't supported that.
Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you, thank you. So, Larissa, as Lisbeth just mentioned, digital platforms as an everyday lifesaver. Could you share how branded virtual platforms contribute to the improvement of the workplace, maybe highlighting some of the opportunities they create for the employees?
For sure. Whilst we also have to say not everything is positive, I do definitely believe the advantages by far outweigh the disadvantages. So remote work is just so much easier due to the real-time collaboration between colleagues, but as Lisbeth said, also between suppliers and clients, for example. At a time that is convenient really for me, providing a better work-life balance and more flexibility. Obviously also really for caregivers like me, for example. I, at least personally, can say that I'm much more productive as I
Mhm.
can access all necessary resources, communicate to colleagues, but I can also track progress on projects just much more efficiently. But also, I think that the aspect of communication is a really important one. So, just to give you, let's say, a real company example, we, for example, at Proske implemented a weekly Proske picnic in
Mhm.
which we inform all staff about updates, interesting projects, strategy. And I can really say that we've never been more informed in the company as we are right now. And what else? It definitely also fosters, I would say, a culture of trust and autonomy, which are two very important values for us as a company.
Mhm. So I can see lots and lots of advantages. I believe personally that there are also many aspects, many important aspects regarding topics such as inclusion or diversity connected like to the positive side of introducing digital platforms into everyday life. So, Lisbeth, did you know that the motto for International Women's Day 2024 is Inspire Inclusion?
Hmm. Mhm.
So, yeah. So, a question to you: how can digital platforms be a catalyst for fostering diversity and inclusion within the industry you are specialized in?
Yes, inclusion is a great topic when it comes to virtual meetings, and it all plays together with global reach. I mean, you can work from anywhere. That's one aspect. You can have flexible work arrangements and still include your employees in your daily operations. Like Larissa mentioned, for example, most of our meetings within Proska Magnet are virtual, and we still grow knowledge and we still can work together in a great way. And it opens also a bigger pool of talent if we open up to remote work and use virtual platforms to, yes, to grow our team internationally even. But also for those that maybe are not able to travel or not able to relocate, and
Mhm.
maybe not even able to travel for one specific event. I mean, Magnet can be used for internal collaboration, but also for event purposes. It it widens the reach that we have to our audience. We can include anyone wherever they are sitting in that particular time, which is why, of course, also accessibility and barrier-free methods within Magnet are very important to us, just to make sure that everyone has equal access to the platform. So I think that with that opportunity and the options to collaborate, so on a global level, it's a great catalyst for bringing everyone closer together.
Lisbeth, thank you for your deep and inspiring insights. And also, another very important topic: sustainability. So, Larissa, my question to you: how do you picture the contribution of digital platforms to promoting sustainability initiatives?
That is actually a very interesting question, as this was the initial idea of why we wanted to develop Magnet pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We did not believe that, especially educational content, for example, the delivery of a 1 hour symposium during a congress, would be worth traveling for long distance in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And really, this is exactly what we see today, where virtual platforms also bring a great benefit live, but also on demand. And really, digital platforms support virtual or hybrid events. So it's an extension of the face to face element and therefore obviously reduces travel. Whilst,
Mm-hmm.
as Lisbeth also said, offering a wider reach. So I can just invite much more attendees that would not have had the chance to join face to face otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And really, what this does is it obviously optimizes a lot of resources on several levels. So there is, for one, the CO2 for sure, but there's also time and money, which we have to consider as well. And we're also able to gather much more data that we can not only use for our strategic meeting management, but of course also to really measure the impact of a virtual event, talking about reporting, post events, and so on. And again, we just mentioned that, but I want to highlight it again. Sustainability should really not just be looked at as just for the environment, but also as a social impact.
Mhm.
So inclusion does play an important role here as well, and especially due to the implementation of AI that we're recently really seeing, we will be able to support attendees with special needs, for example, much better and on a much higher quality for them as well.
Mhm. Thank you, Larissa. And now, last but not least, girls, spill some private tea. Question to the both of you. How does the use of digital platforms affect your work-life balance? So maybe let's start with Lisbeth.
Yes, sure. I mean, it probably doesn't come as a surprise with my answer now, but of course, it's a great benefit to be able to work from anywhere. So, for example, my family lives across Germany in all different kinds of places, and it's great to be able to visit them for longer than just the weekend, and stay with them and spend some quality time with them while still being able to follow my daily work routine, mainly then supported through virtual terms. And a second aspect that we haven't touched yet, but also a great thing is with digital platforms, a lot of asynchronous work can happen, right? So any content that is being delivered during a webinar, during a live session, can be recorded and made available on demand, which of course helps me to consume content and learn about new things at a time that suits me. If I can't attend, for example, a live webinar, there's so much offer out there right now. Sometimes interesting webinars happen at the same time. So I don't have to pick. I can choose them both, just at the times that suit me best. And yes, of course, it's great to be able to simply make use of the tools to balance out work, life, family,
Mhm.
sports.
Larissa, same question to you. You already mentioned your little daughter. Maybe would you like to share some deeper insights about digital platforms affecting your work-life balance?
Yeah, I would really say similar answer, but different aspects. Obviously, I don't have to travel as much and can spend more time with my daughter. That's for sure.
Mhm.
I'm also independent from where I can work. I'm calling you right now from the little Mediterranean island called Malta, so that's
Mm,
definitely a benefit. And I also
definitely.
have to say, from a productivity level, I am just much more organized. I use different AI powered tools to go through my day, to organize myself, and that just really helps me to get through my day.
Thank you. Thank you very much also. And to the both of you for being with me here today, and to all the women, all the people watching us, watching today's episode, special episode, and continue to celebrate incredible women, us, who shape our everyday world. Stay inspired, stay empowered, and happy International Women's Day.